Howdy. It's really hot today. Even though it's not as hot as it's been the last week, for some reason it just feels really, really crispy, dry, and hot. And I was pressure washing the back patio over there. I'm almost done. I just needed to take a break. So I'm going to go out into these old barns and see what's out here that we can use. I already walked in here once, but some of this junk I'm going to clean up. There's a lot of stuff out here that actually costs quite a bit of money to get that we can reuse. Like this right here, I know most people would say, oh, just throw all this junk away. But actually, this is a fan somebody converted to a plug-in, which is kind of nice. And if I hook that up to a light switch, once we get this barn fixed up, I could actually hang a fan in here when I'm working. I could turn the fan on. These buckets are great. These garbage bins, these are great for storing chicken feed. This one has a lid. It just needs to be pressure washed and cleaned out. Also, we have the little feeder inserts you can cut and put in, and you can fill that full of feed, and then the chickens can come up to the inserts, and that way you don't have to feed them every day. So there's a lot of useful stuff you can get out of some of this stuff. See, there's another one right there. There's another one. Just filled with junk. Those totes right there, usually they use these for feeding horses or something, but you can use them to grow potatoes in. You can use them for all kinds of things. And yeah, so I think I'm going to go out to the other barn and look in there and see what's there, because we really haven't looked much at what's out there. This kind of got gone through when they had that big sale out here. Hey, there's some chicken wire. Nice. Let me hose that off. Boy, that's a big old piece of chain right there. That is huge. I don't even want to know what's in that fridge. There's a mower. Here's a seeder for lawn seed. That's cool. There's another one. Interesting. Old hedge trimmer. Yeah. Looks like the cows are out underneath that tree right there, trying to keep in the shade. I don't know if anybody heard about what happened in Kansas, but a lot of cows died. And they're saying it's because of the heat. Oh, look at that. American flag skis. What do you know? It's just one of those things that, well, that's still in the box. Sprayer, we could use that for spraying fertilizer instead of pesticides. And yeah, and out this way we're going to go to the barns and check those out real quick. But yeah, when it gets hot and you got all those cows in a feedlot, boy, you really gotta be careful. Just the right combination of stuff, and there's a lot of death. Think of 3,000 cows confirmed death. How many tens of thousands of dollars that was. Yeah, see, a lot of this stuff is going to go, the metal, anything that I can't reuse, is going to go to recycle. We'll get some scrap metal prices for that, and we'll use that to help out on the farm. And here's a bridle. Look at that. That went in a, I think, maybe not. I don't know. That looks like something that went in a horse's mouth. Interesting. Oh, there's a welding mask. There's a lot of old metal stuff in here. Here's an old gas heater. Wow, that is old. Just a lot of things that went for old tractors that aren't here anymore. Lots of cast iron. I mean, this is all stuff. There's an old welder, electric pressure washer, old hydraulics, things of that nature. There's another bucket. There's another tote. There's another tote. There's all kinds of totes out here. Those are really useful. You can use those for growing stuff in. There's all these wheels that can be turned in for scrap. That's an old lathe. Look at that. Yeah, you'd put the wood right there and you could turn it and then trim stuff off. There's another sprayer. Wow. Got old stuff in here. Here's an old table saw. There's just a lot of metal and stuff that can't be reused that we can turn in for the scrap metal price. Old chainsaw. There's an old wheelbarrow. Lots of metal in there. So there's a lot of metal to turn in. All these bolts and everything. You know, sometimes I might save like a carriage bolt because I can use that on projects. If we put up a pergola or something, it's always nice to have big bolts. They're getting really expensive. And, oh, maybe we should swap out our fridge for this one, huh? I might ask my wife about that.